Hello, TVR Universe. I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and on this week's live stream, we're going to be diving deeper into YouTube analytics and how to best set up your YouTube channel. So do not go anywhere because we're going to pack tonight's live stream with lots of value. Let's go straight over to Cam 2, where we're going to bring you some absolute value then, where we're going to be taking you through the best way to set up your channel is the first part of this live stream. So I'm going to use mine as an example. Feel free to put in the live chat or in the comments after this live stream if you'd like me to do channel reviews or look over some of your channels. We can perhaps do that on a live stream, but for now, take this as an example. So get a tablet out or your phone, look on a different tab, or maybe afterwards think about what we're going to talk about in just a sec, and then maybe apply this to your channel to make it professional. You don't have to be a professional filmmaker or professional content creator to make your channel look awesome. So for those of you that don't know already of the update version of this information, make sure you've got a really clear banner, cover, whatever you want to call it, because it's just really important for people, especially new people that don't know you yet. They're going to come onto your channel and they will tell instantly what your channel's about. You want to make it clear, obvious. So for mine, you can tell straight away that video and YouTube tips, weekly, Tuesdays, live stream Fridays, straight away. Okay, I could update that time, but it pretty much gives away what the channel's about. So you think, okay, some sort of creator to do with video tips and whatnot. So start today with TVR Creators. I made that a bit small on purpose because I want it to be about the viewer's experience, about your experience rather than about me, if that makes sort of sense. So, that's something that I wanted people to bear in mind when they saw the banner, and then obviously it's a picture of me. So straight away you see, and also using that sort of, if you think about film posters and stuff like that, straight away you can see, I'm holding the camera, so it's quite obvious it's about photography or video or something, and leave these little inkling things. So say, for example, your gaming channel, as I know a lot of you will be, you might want to think, right, maybe holding your favorite controller for whatever your favorite console is, or, in your corner or room that you do your gaming, think of those sort of things. And you can use sites like Canva to do really simple templates that look really professional. So before you go, oh, Dave, I'm not a designer and all this sort of thing. I don't know what this hand's doing. I'm not a curator in that regard. I don't really feel very confident about designing stuff. Do not worry, because it doesn't matter. Like I said, you can use sites like Canva. There's lots of other sites out there. We can find the right template that fits your particular channel and go with that. I highly recommend trying to make it look as professional as possible, because I just think people will take you more seriously. And there's something I want you to really bear in mind is your profile picture. Now, for those of you, and I've done it myself, you can make or get a logo made or design it yourself. That can be it, especially if there's a team of you. But I think personally, best practice, and I think some of the best creators do this, and I've been doing this for a while now, I just think it just looks more personal, because for most people, even before they even get to your channel, some people might not even get that far. Everyone that sees you in the comments, when you comment in other people's videos, if they come across you by accident in chats, or all this, lots of different ways you can find people on YouTube, the first thing most people will see is your profile picture. So I think it's just a really cool picture of you. Most people have awesome cameras on their phones. Just take a really cool selfie, or whatever your channel's about. So I don't know if you're a chef, you might be like with a frying pan, or it just makes it really obvious straight away. And that can, you can use that I can't think of the right word, but you can just use the subtle hints to show people what your channel is about. So straight away, if you see that profile picture in a chat under a video, you'll probably think, oh, he's obviously something to do with cameras, video, photography, that sort of thing. So they've got an inkling what your channel is about before they've even watched any of your content. So that's something to really bear in mind, a real power tip there. And obviously you've got some links here that you only really tend to see on PCs at the moment, but that's always changing as YouTube is pushing out there, and they're constantly giving more features to the YouTube Studio app. If you haven't downloaded it already, it's free from YouTube. Go and download it, because it will give you all the stuff we're going to be talking about later on when we get into the YouTube Analytics. So if you're getting value so far, smash the like button, consider subscribing, and why not share this video with family and friends. So I would highly recommend you could do a subscribe to this channel, or just subscribe. I'll put subscribe for value because I like to give value in my content. That's just became a bit of a slogan with me at the minute. And there's just a little link there to my merch. And you know, I see people have links to their Instagram and Twitter, but more and more creators are sort of saying that you want to try and keep people, especially in the early days, until you've got, you know, tens of thousands of subscribers and they're going to follow you everywhere. I personally would try and recommend try to keep people on your channel as much as possible. So, you know, not too many links going elsewhere, you know, end cards that take them to other videos, maybe like links sort of at the back end of a video, you know, stuff like that keeps them on the channel. And, you know, I must admit, I do have links to my Twitter and Instagram in this video as well. But there, you'll probably find, if you go on the description, loads of cool links to go and check out that will give you value on the videos and merch and things you might want to look at buying off Amazon and stuff like that. But what you'll notice is I've put my links to Twitter and Instagram way down the bottom because ultimately I want people to stay on YouTube. So bear that in mind. Now, your trailer video is really important. Now, some of you can make a trailer to your channel so you can tell people in a good video. YouTube themselves, if you're watching this now, YouTube, they recommend that you do a cool little trailer about what your channel's about. Sorry, I've suddenly got like dust in my eye. Wow. Excuse me. Wow. Hay fever, I blame that. And what's really cool to notice is I personally used to always put my latest video, and you'll notice in the moment when I look at the analytics, I'll go for that briefly, is you actually have two trailers. So for your returning subscribers, for you guys, and for new people. So at the moment, I tend to have my latest video for my subscribers because most of them have seen or at least seen a good few of my videos. I imagine there's literally no one that's literally watched every single video apart from maybe one or two of you. But on my for new people, I have sort of my best shorts video because I've just thought that was a really cool video. It's really quick and snappy, and if people want to hang around and subscribe, they will most likely click on the channel and then watch more content. It's almost just like a little like hook. See, like fishing, you know, you've hooked them out the river and now they're coming onto your channel to watch content. But by all means, make a trailer about your channel. I think in the nicest possible way, no one cares. I know that sounds a bit harsh. Smash the like button if you're getting value. Check out our merch. But I would say, being brutally honest, that most people do not care about you, at least to begin with, until they get to know you, until they get to watch some of your content and learn how awesome you are. They don't care about your trailer. Most people are just on YouTube looking for silly stuff or maybe how-tos and stuff like that. That's what they tend to do better. So I would just start off maybe just having your newest video or maybe your best video, so people are like, oh, this is good, and they, you know, like, subscribe, check out your channel, watch more of your content, and you'll be surprised. I think personally that's just more effective than just doing a random trailer, only because in the nicest possible way they probably don't care at the minute. So that's just my personal opinion. Then I would highly recommend, now I've got it way down here, my uploads at the moment, just so people can see what I've uploaded. But I think personally looks far more professional. And if you look on the better looking channels, and you can do this, make a playlist with your most recent videos. You can even put more in there, or I tend to just have my newest 4 or 5 and put that my most recent videos, or I put recent value just because that's just what I like to put. Give a little description because that actually helps YouTube identify the types of people it's going to show these videos to on their platform. And also what's massively important is it just looks more professional to the average person and to your subscribers. I think, you know, this person has taken the time to make their channel look awesome. And I also think for the, you know, for the core viewers, you guys, you know, you can tell straight away it's at the top. So you think, oh, I missed that video the other week. Sorry, Dave, I'll go and check it out. It's on your recent playlist. And, you know, it's just a good way. So all round, it's good to build your community because, you know, ultimately you want to build a community. That's what this is about. And you're probably thinking, what's it got to do with analytics? But that's all part of it. I don't want to think of it as like numbers. I want you to think of ways how to grow your community and get more views. So personally, this is all part of that. And then without going into silly detail, you know, I would then just bear in mind that most people start from the top and may only look at, my analytics tell me that most people only probably look at the top 2 or 3 playlists. And I'll do the same, my a playlist for my Tuesday videos with a little description, live streams like tonight, that's there. Then I did like a little mini series on editing, that's there. My shorts, I would highly recommend shorts. Actually, it's a great way to get views and likes on your channel, and possibly a few subscribers, but definitely views and watch time is something that shorts has definitely helped me with. I highly recommend that. I've got a playlist for my films. Little shout out to you core people. I'm looking at doing a new film stroke play that will come out in a few months, so look out for that. Little shout out there. And I would just say, just have a few, maybe the channels you support or follow and stuff like that. So I really don't want to see these uploads at the top in the nicest possible way. It's lazy, and all of you people, awesome people, can do better. By all means, have the uploads, but put it way down, because we've all got that playlist. And it just looks far better. So please feel free to put in the comments below what you think. Hello, I'm just going to have a quick shout to people. Sorry. Welcome, Perry. Evening, Dave. Hey, welcome, Binge-Worthy Gaming. Dr. Dave here for his weekly dose of value. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. I hope you're still here, because you rock. And go and check out both of those guys' channel, both Perry Manning and Binge-Worthy Gaming. I think both their channels are growing and are awesome. And also, Brad is also in the green room. Here he is. Look, give us some value. I love it. So keep it up. Thank you for joining us tonight here live. If you've only just joined us, I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I make weekly YouTube tips to help you build your brand, and some awesome YouTube and video tips for that matter. And if that sounds interesting to you, subscribe, smash the like button, and let's give everyone here some value. So without further ado, let's crack on with the value of how to set up your channel. So that's the basics of how I would set it up. I'll show you briefly, actually. Go into your YouTube Studio, how to change your trailer. If you just go to your customization, I believe it is, and here you got your 2 trailers. So see here, for the returning subscribers, I have my latest video for you core viewers and subscribers. You give me all value. Check out our merch. Value. And for newbies, for those of you that if you've never been here before, this is the first time here watching me live or on the replay, welcome. I'm Dave from TVR Creators. You rock. And I tend to have that awesome little shorts video just because it just exploded. Well, for my videos anyway, it got over like 600 views. So I was pretty happy with that. And as you can see here, you can move around your playlist. I personally, especially for my core fans, to try and keep it fresh, I don't know if those of you have noticed, I tend to say on my Twitter feed at TVR Creators, when I've updated my channel. So I don't always, but I do try to. And I hope that for those of you that visit the channel regularly, you'll see that I try to keep it fresh, move it around occasionally, just so it doesn't become boring for those of you that have been around a while, so it just shows I'm putting the effort to try and keep the channel fresh and engaging for everybody. And so let's go into a more deeper look then into the analytics, which is something we all want to discuss. What I would highly recommend then is have a look at your latest performance video, and I would highly recommend just looking at that. So the shorts I did this Tuesday was on the Canon M50. Love that camera, as some of you may know. And as you can see, green, wow happy. I've got 11 likes already, 87% people watched till the end, which bear in mind it's only 30 seconds. That's fairly, good, but at the same time you should be getting those sort of numbers. And the fact I got over 200 views, I'm extremely happy with that, because recently I was discussing this with Brad, who's in the green room, the other day. You're going to remember that lockdown for a lot of places is opening up, countries are opening up, people going back to work and blah blah blah. So I've noticed a dip in views in general. So please put in the comments below after this video or on the live chat, have you noticed that? Well, it'd just be interesting to see. Has anyone else noticed that? It'd just be interesting to see what you guys think. Has anyone had a dip in views, or have you accelerated views? Just give us your feedback. And this is just a dashboard, really. I just find this really cool. So you got your published videos, and it just gives you, a rough idea how they're performing. And you should know, especially if you've made 50 videos or even 10 videos, you should have a rough guide by then. What's doing well, so you can just briefly go, oh yeah, that's done all right, that's done a bit rubbish, right, I won't make another one of them. And this is what you have to think, you want to grow your community, grow your community. So you want to try and find videos that have done well and try to make more similar videos. Don't make the same, but just maybe around the same topic from a different angle, or that sort of thing, to keep people engaged. And then here, for those core fans, I haven't made any Tuesday videos this month, just to give myself to ease off a little bit, give myself a bit of a break. I'm still doing these live streams, and so I have noticed my views and watch time have on average have gone down, but that's fair enough. Hopefully when I start pushing out more videos in August, that will go up again. And then what's really cool here, you can go into more detail, but straight away I can see what videos have done well. So obviously anything to do with Canon M50 on my channel tends to do well. I've noticed YouTube Analytics does fairly well, so that hence this video tonight. I've stuff on microphones. My videos on microphones tend to do well, on cameras. So start to identify what does well. The analytics tell you this, so make more of them. So hence why I made a shorts video and it paid off. So that's what you want to do. And I would recommend for yourself anyway, because obviously you're the person or people that are making your content. You definitely want to keep people engaged. So what I would say by that is, occasionally you want to keep yourself engaged. So, you might want to make a video just for you, within the topic of your channel, but there might be something that probably won't do well, but you've just got to do these little golden nuggets just to keep yourself engaged. And you never know, the fans may like it. I've done that in the past where I made a video and people, I thought, nobody will like that, and it turned out to be quite a good video. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head now, but I've done that a few times where I made a video knowing full well it probably won't do well, and then I've been surprised. So you never know, your YouTube community may surprise you. Then you can check out your latest comments. I always go in there, see if there's anything in there. I apologize if there is. I try to keep updated with that. Just something to bear in mind. And then you can see what recent subscribers you had. You can click on that, see if anyone's look, there's someone new, so subscribe them back. See, there you go. I've always been told to update my security, but I just can't bothered. What's really cool, actually, the YouTube team are getting really good at making you feel part of something, because obviously they want you to make good, engaging content. So they give these little cool little new feeds of new things coming out all the time. Every month or so, there's always like a little update in the background that only us creators really know about. Obviously, the average viewer won't care, but it's just really cool. It makes you feel like you're part of the team a little bit. And what's really cool, they actually make weekly insider videos where they go into a bit more detail, and it's just really interesting. It just makes you feel again part of a wider community, so you can engage, improve yourself as a creator, and make your stuff better. So I hope that gave you a bit of value. Don't want, we're going nowhere. I'm just going to go even deeper now, just seeing what's going on in the green room. Okay, keeping you guys engaged. Just before we go anywhere, before we dive even deeper into the analytics, I'm just going to answer a few questions that I got from Instagram and Twitter, etc. over the week. Feel free to put your questions in the live chat as we go. So I've just got 4 questions that I got asked, and you never know, it may be something you're thinking about, and it does help. So for this, let's just go to the main cam. Right, so cam 1. The first question was from Instagram, from some randomer, and it said, why do I have different subscriber counts on different parts of YouTube? Okay, that's an interesting question. Don't think I've had that yet. So that's basically, it's just YouTube is a massive platform. There's always bugs creeping in, that sort of thing. And something to bear in mind, it's always, some of you watching now will probably notice this, that if you're on your studio app, your latest video might be different to when you look at the front side of your channel that everyone can see, and you think, why is that different to that? Or why has that got more or less now? I'll be brutally honest, try not to worry so much. I used to spend ages trying to work out why, or reinstall apps to try and fix the problem and all that jazz. I won't worry about it, because the truth is, most of the time, you'll get a message now on your YouTube Studio app of the latest bug, and and the team is trying to fix it, and that's really cool little feature if you've not seen that yet. And those bugs basically get worked out eventually, so do not worry and just concentrate on making good content. So if you're watching this now, I hope that answered your question. This was another one from Instagram, and this was how to get more watch time. Okay, that's something we all want. Smash me in the live chat if more watch time is something that you want. Let's see if anyone does that. Who wants more watch time and views and more subscribers? Put it in the live chat. Who wants that? Who wants more of everything? Come on, where are you? Okay, everyone's gone shy now. No worries. Okay. I just thought that was funny. Right, here's the next question. Feel free to put your questions in, and if you watch on the replay and get value, smash the like button and subscribe and share this stream with family and friends or anyone you think that might enjoy this content. And by all means, put your questions in the comments below, and I'll do my best over the weekend to get back to you as soon as possible, because I love engaging with you guys, I really do. Anyway, this is another question. What is a good tripod for YouTube? I'm going to be brutally honest. There's a link to this and some other bits of tech that you may find useful. Links to them are in the description. They're all on Amazon. I may get a small commission if you buy one of them, or just check them out, look yourself, find cheaper ones elsewhere, whatever. But if you want something good, I would highly recommend that tripod there. I think it's the I can't read it at the minute, but it's the K&F, whatever that says. Zoom in on your phone. Anyway, there's a link to it in the description or something similar. Go and check it out. It's a really good tripod, really grippy. It only costs about £30 or dollars. Absolutely great bit of value, as I'm just ruining my set. And also it pops off at the top like a selfie stick. And that's really cool because it's just really handy if you're doing maybe shorts videos, or you want to be like a moving shot if you're doing a certain type of video or film. So it's just a really good all-round one. But if you want really cheap as chips tripod, the ones I'm using to put my webcams on, I've had both of these for years now. One of them I've had since I started filming. And for those of you that don't know, I've been doing this type of thing in different forms, from making films to making videos and blah, blah, blah. I must have been doing it now for about 15, 18 years. I've lost track. Since about 2004, so whatever that is, 20 years probably. That makes me feel old. See the grey in my hair. Anyway, the final question, now I'll get on with some more value, is how to get more subscribers, which is pretty much what we just answered. And I probably didn't answer the one before. Oh, I did answer that, tripod. So this goes back to the watch time, how to get more subscribers. I'm going to be brutally honest. Make good content and watch your video. Be critic, not in a horrible way. Be constructive with your own content and think, how can I make it a bit shorter? How could I edit it better? Perhaps I could put B-roll into it. And if I think, what's I going to do with analytics? And you will find, as your content gets better, your watch time will go up, you'll get more likes, you'll get people commenting, ask questions in your videos, all stuff like that. And add B-roll to keep people engaged. And you'll find that things like likes and watch time will grow over time. And every time you post a video, you'll get more watch time anyway. So it all sort of links together. But ultimately, think about the viewer's experience, how to make, for me, I'm always thinking, how can I make my live streams more interesting? How can I make my videos better, feel more professional, more engaging? And if you think like that, think like a director rather than just somebody making videos. And when you start to do that and self-analyze yourself in that way, then you will improve. And even if you just improve slightly every time, work on something every time, how can you make your lighting better? How can you make the microphone a bit closer so the audio sounds better in your live streams, for example? Little things like that, and you'll notice, and especially if you've made 10, 50 videos, go back to your first one and think, oh, I have came a long way. And if you've got a spare 30 seconds, go and check out my first ever video just for a laugh. It's stupid. Anyway, I hope that gave you a bit of value. Oh dear. Cool. I'm keeping you. Me. Yes, exactly. Binge-worthy gaming. We all want that. We all want value. We all want more subscribers, more watch time, more effort. Of course we do. That's the whole point of this. But if we can think, how can we give the best experience to our viewers? How can we keep them more engaged and all that jazz? You know, that is most important. If we can think, right, you know, can I maybe bring out more sides of my personality, be more confident, just be you. And you know, I've done all sorts of things. I've gone a bit of a tangent, but just bear with me. You know, I've done like characters. I've been like Random Dave. I've done all sorts of things over the years. And I think personally, just by being me, whoever I am, I find that has got the most engagement, and the people be more interested by me just being me than trying to be something I'm not or playing a character. And that goes with all of you people watching now. Just be you in whatever if you don't get anything else from this live stream, just be you in your videos, live stream, shorts, whatever content you're making, films, just be you and just bring yourself across on camera, and the right people will watch your content. Simple as that. And we will grow slowly. Most of us, you know, we're like little ships in the ocean, just plodding along with every video. We get a few extra people jump on the journey, if you will, the YouTube journey. And that is what it is. It really is a YouTube journey. So I'm just going to go over a few things then. Okay, we have a question. Sorry, hang on. Do you find Shorts platform better without a fancy thumbnail? That's been my experience. That's a very interesting question, Binge-Worthy Gaming. You may have noticed actually that in some parts of YouTube they've actually dismissed thumbnails, so you can still upload them into your shorts video, but there's quite a lot of parts of the short shelf where they're not even shown. So you should find that your short shelf within your channel doesn't even show the thumbnails anymore. So I would test, because they may bring it back. For my last 3 or 4 shorts I've not bothered, and they've still got the same views. So I think these shorts is more about them just popping up on people's short shelves or when people are watching your shorts content. So I would just test. But I've found that YouTube is obviously not too bold about thumbnails in shorts. So try without, see how it go. For me personally, it seems to be how you title the short. If you've got a good keyword or you found a phrase that people, you know, is a craze at the moment, that tends to be what people jump on. So definitely go with that. I hope that's answered your question. So yeah, so I will look along here. So as you can see, I've been quite steady at the moment, and I did a shorts on Tuesday and boom, it's gone way up, and I'm really happy with the value. Now, as I said, I've been making less videos of late just to relax a bit, and in August I'm going to start making Tuesday videos again. I might start doing a few streams here and there extra. You know, I just want to bring in the value. Now, what's really cool, actually, you can see what's doing better. So what gets more views on the whole, your live streams or your uploads. So at the moment, my uploads do better. But I love live streams. If you want to grow your community, live streams for me are the best way, because we're doing it now, you know, with you, Binge-Worthy Gaming. You know, we're connecting now here on this amazing platform that is YouTube. And it's just a great way to grow your community. So definitely, if you haven't already, start live streams, because they are brilliant. And so we go into the reach then, impressions. Obviously a lot more have gone down. Now my click rate's gone up apparently, so people must like my thumbnails more at the moment. That's interesting. Views, I expect everything has gone down because I've obviously, as I've already said, I've sort of taken a bit of a break. Now, this is really cool, actually. Please let me know in the live feed or the comments where you get your most traffic from. So I'm finding Shorts by far is beating every other source. And I think that's partly because, you know, you tend to target your specific audience, and there's far less people or far less videos and content on Shorts, so you've got less competition, so you're more likely to be seen. So therefore it sort of makes sense. So I would definitely recommend Shorts. I believe Shorts was started because of TikTok, and YouTube wanted something similar. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain that's what it was. And people want short content. Now, should you just make shorts? No. Personally, I think a lot of YouTubers still like YouTube to be YouTube. You know, good, awesome content that's about whatever your topic's about. You know, people do live streams, videos. One thing I will say though, watch the types of videos that people make and perhaps experiment. So, directed at gamers, as much as I love live streams and walkthroughs and all the rest of it, just occasionally mix it up a bit. You know, how to defeat a certain boss, how to get a certain weapon, how to get past a certain part in the game, little specific things like that. Because going back to what I said earlier, people, if you think like a lot of us, if you're not searching or surfing for, you know, that's not a term that's been used a lot recently, you know, YouTube in general for silly stuff, which a lot of people do. The other side of YouTube is how to do things, how to fix things. And for a lot of gamers, it's, you know, they might not want to watch all of it, but there might be like, you know, how to beat a certain boss or how to, you know, complete a certain part of a game. So bear that in mind and maybe just make, doesn't have to be a shorts, but maybe just a bit of content that's only like 5 minutes long on how to beat a certain bad guy. And I've seen those sort of things much less, and they tend to do better because they've got less competition and they're more specific and they solve a problem. Not something I mentioned a lot today, but I think solving a problem is something we sometimes forget about. So I would definitely try that and let me know how you do. So underneath that, you got browse features, which is basically just people browsing YouTube. So that's second at the moment on the channel. YouTube search, going back to people just typing in Pacifics, and that's actually probably going against what I've just said, and that's probably because I just don't answer enough questions. Perhaps that's something I need to do more of. So come on, Dave, sort it out. You know, all that sort of jazz. So that's really cool. And obviously you got other, which can be all sorts of things. Then you have external. So people, that's really cool to see. So I'm getting traffic from Google search, which is really awesome to see. It's not always up there. So I'm guessing that's because of the shorts. You can dive deeper, but won't tonight because, you know, no, we'll be here all night. But it's really cool to see. Facebook, probably because I share my content on different groups and I send them to friends and stuff like that. WhatsApp the same. That's just my closest friends. Never heard of DuckDuckGo. I think there was one called Duck years ago. That must be from maybe America or something. Twitter, obviously I share my stuff on Twitter, so that's quite interesting. I imagine Instagram will be there as well. For those of you that know, I have both of them, so check us out. This is really cool actually. What videos are actually suggesting your content, so perhaps make more of them. So I saw the other day that my video on studio lights, natural light versus studio light lights, is providing 25% of suggested videos. So when people actually click on the end card, so that's interesting. So maybe I need to study what I do different in that video to compare to other videos. Something we could all do. So what do I do different in that which makes more people click? Perhaps I just simply say, check out the end cards, which is something I know I don't do as much as I should. So again, that's another way you can grow your channel, because ultimately if you get more people to watch your content, especially if they start clicking on end cards and watch more of your videos, then that's a good sign to YouTube to go, right, I'm going to send this person to, you know, more of this guy's videos, more of this girl's videos. Value. Absolute value. So up here is interesting. So impressions equal views from impressions, and obviously it's like a upside down triangle. Watch times in hours. So in the last 28 days, apparently I've gained 7.41 hours, which is not amazing, but pretty good. Most of my playlist views come from my Tuesday videos and shorts. Interesting. And the top search, this is something you might want to think of. So if you see certain keywords appear, your viewers are liking that stuff more, so make more videos about that. That's myself as well. So the Canon 50 Mark II, Canon 50 in general is obviously a big search term on my channel. Cheap microphone, perhaps that's something I could do more of. And a random camera I've never mentioned, which is interesting, but the word magic pops up, so perhaps that's why, because I do talk about the editing software. Then you look at engagement. Hey. Then you can look at engagement, which is really cool actually. So you can see what watch time that's gone up or down, and then you can see what audience like the most. So this is a fairly new feature, I believe, and you can see what people like. So they've really engaged on things like the Canon 50, YouTube Analytics, like I'm talking about tonight, Vid Summit, which is later in the year, so that's something I need to do another video about. And you can click on these and you can see what ones have done well. So just by briefly, if you see the difference then, so if I click on that one, most people sort of left apart from core fans, and then they fade away. Bear in mind, this will go down much quicker on average on a live stream, because live streams just go on longer. It's just simple fact. You'll find on a normal video, you know, they'll stay longer, and you know, they drift off gradually. But then on the M50, much more people stuck around before leaving the video, which says to me people obviously like the M50. It's a very much talked about camera. And then my top videos, you know, look at your stuff, see what's at the top. I've noticed people like the journey of a content creator, so I'm playing with that. Again, the Canon 50 pops up. I tried a video psychology, something different. People sort of like that. But see, how to again's popped up. How to create a YouTube video. So perhaps I need to make another video on that at some point. You know, that's really cool. A lot of people click on that. So you can see there's a lot of things to look for, and it can be a bit overwhelming. And this is still scratching the surface of what you can actually look at. We'll briefly look at something a bit more, so you get the idea. It's more the same really. And just go through what's a really cool feature. You can see how well your channel is growing. If you can get more non-subscribers viewing, that means you're growing faster, basically. And then you can see what age group. So I disagree with that, because I do know I have a few older people watch, but on the whole, it's what I call the net sale in the 20s and early 30s. And at the moment, people from Mexico, USA. On the whole, most of my viewers actually come from America, Canada, India, and Singapore, I believe, are usually the top countries that watch my content. And then if you go into advanced mode, we won't go into too much now, because this can literally will be here all night. But just briefly, and feel free to do this on your own channel, just look through where you can compare different videos, stuff like that. You can compare, you know, what videos are doing better. Straight away you can see which ones are getting most views, and then you can sort of click on that bit, and then you can auto adjust it, and you can compare different videos and see what videos are doing better. Automatically you'll see the Canon 50 is doing really well. You can see what watch time, which ones give the most watch time, and you can start to think why. What's quite interesting, what ones give you more subscribers. I make more videos about them. Again, Canon 50 is a bit of a running craze here. What views get more impressions, so YouTube show that to more people. Click-through rate, again, the Canon 50. I just make videos about a Canon 50, but I know you cool people probably get bored if that's all I did. But you get the idea. There's a lot of stuff there to do. Feel free to drop a question in the live chat. So there we go. How long have we gone on for? Over 30 minutes. Cool. That's pretty good. If you have any questions, put them in the live chat. Just gonna see if there's anything I want to talk about. Okay, so do not go anywhere. I'm going to do a brief after show on just a few updates for you core fans, and feel free actually to hang around for another 5 minutes or so. I'll just give you an update on what's going on, other content I'll be looking at. But if you've got any questions whatsoever, put them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. I hope you got value from today's video. Hope it gave you value, and thank you so much for watching. And just briefly, check us out. You know, you can connect with us on Instagram, Twitter, ask your questions. They may get featured on next week's live stream. If you want to support the channel, watch any of our videos from start to end, check out our merch. We've got t-shirts, mugs, phone covers, and so much more. And subscribe, and just like the video, share it, and actually more importantly, apply what I try to teach and what other creators like me try to teach. Take on board things that you think apply to you, and think, how can I make my next video better? So there you go. Thank you for today's show. Boom, 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 drum roll. And now we go to the after show in literally 10 seconds. Count it all together. Got bored. Anyway, the after show. Let's see who is here for the value. Okay, hello, Sounds of Portugal. Welcome. You're in the after show. Welcome. Great job. Thank you, Bingeworthy Gaming. I just want to do a quick shout out to all you people in the live chat before we crack on. I want to say a massive shout out to Perry Manning. Go and check out his channel. Just type in Perry Manning. Go and check him out. He's a great musician. I knew him way back in my college days, and he is awesome. Go and check him out. Love his content. I watch it every time he posts Sunday morning, 9 o'clock. Check it out. Bingeworthy Gaming. Absolute legend. I'm loving your stuff. And being brutally honest, what I like more than your content is your personality. I just think you're a really cool guy, and I think that will show, and I think your channel will grow because of that. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm just going in the order of people that posted. Thank you again, Brad, for all the stuff you do in the background. He's always encouraged me to keep doing this to give you guys value. So thank you, thumbs up to you. He's a good lad as well. And welcome, Sounds of Portugal. Hey, welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in a live chat. I will do my best to answer them. Just in the after show, I just want to go a few things, a few little updates. So basically, I've taken a bit of a holiday, sort of, in the sense of content creation. I'm still doing my live streams, obviously, and the occasional shorts just to tick the channel over so I don't completely disappear. But I'm just taking a break from filming and editing just because, you know, I don't want to get burnt out and all that sort of jazz. I'm sure many of you creators can relate to that. And then from August, I'll be bamming out the value, where I plan to do a sort of 4-part series about the journey of finding your path as a creator. I might use a few different locations to mix it up a bit, so look out for that. That's gonna be a cool little 4-part. And then obviously I will start pushing out the value, and depending on what you guys like and what YouTube tells me you guys like, I plan to make more of that, as long as my live streams, because I love doing these shorts based on what you guys like again. And I've got a few ideas I want to test, but I don't want to give everything away. Also plan to do a film stroke play, which some of you may have seen advertised on my Twitter feed and on Instagram, etc. And that's sort of, it's going to be like a century story. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but it's basically going to be sort of it's going to be like a little play that I'm going to do in the studio, and I'm just going to take you on a little journey with some characters. Basically, just think of like a little play, and that's what I'm doing. Something completely different. Goes back to my roots, actually, from when I used to do drama at school and college and stuff. Just something completely different, and I'm just going to test in the water and see what comes of it. Because, you know, as some of you may know, I do like to make films. My last 2 films, really proud of them. My one on dyslexia, which was about dyslexia, as I have dyslexia, but I wanted other people to relate to it and learn from it and make it more of a positive thing, because there's still a lot of negative vibe around the term. So I just wanted to bring a bit of awareness to that. So go and check it out if you haven't already. And also another film I'm really proud of is called Real, which is actually a remake of a film I made 10 years ago. And that's basically based off, I can never say it just by saying it, but PTSD. So if any of you that have been in the army or you know, suffered with that condition on lots of different reasons, and I was really shocked in a good way by that and the dyslexia film, how many people out there related to those 2 topics and how much it meant to them. And I didn't realize that. I wanted to make a film that made sense, that sort of brought people value, but dealt with real topics with real people. And I wanted, again, just to bring awareness to both those topics. And yeah, I'm really proud of that. So I just thought I'd do something a bit different, like a play stroke short film. That's going to be more like a stage play for a different reason. I wanted to make a century story that different types of people can watch and enjoy and hopefully get value from, is basically that. And I have lots of ideas. I'm going to make lots of new content on cameras and how to film with lighting and sound, better versions of other videos that I've made in the past, that sort of jazz. And yeah, just keep doing what I'm doing. And more importantly, I just want to say thank you to all you core people that have got this far. Well done. No, seriously, who got this far, that have supported the channel just by watching, liking, sharing, just by watching the content or just taking part of the occasional comment. You know, it all means so much, and I love watching your content. I'm generally humbled by it, and I'm being brutally honest, especially over the lockdown, when we weren't allowed to, you know, see our closest and dearest. YouTube became like that support network that kept me sane, if I'm brutally honest, and it sort of stopped me from going mad. And I've met some of you that I've met over the last year or so. I've met some awesome people, And I love watching your content. I get a lot of value from it. And just keep doing what you do. Keep improving your content, keep making your content, and just don't let anything or anyone stop you. So on that note, on that bombshell, I'm going to leave you with that. And thank you again so much for watching. And yeah, have a great weekend. Hope you got value. And let's do it all together now. Oh yes. You guys rock.